Well, the weather outside is frightful, but the Dyson Hot Cool is delightful. And since we've no place to go, let's unbox this. Right, I don't know how delightful this very, very expensive fan heater is going to be until I've opened it. I got this in the Black Friday sales and it was the cheapest I've ever seen it. I was hankering for one. I tried one out in John Lewis. I broke one in Curry's. So I thought, oh, let's get it and have a look. Right, how do you get this thing open? Oh, right, I've got to take all the thing off. Yeah, so now I've got a very good central heating system, but there are occasions when I'm at home, upstairs, at the top of the house, at my desk editing videos and things, and it seems a bit of a waste to put the heating on to heat the whole house when I'm confined to one room. I do have a couple of those cheaper fan heaters, the ones costing around, you know, 15 to 20 pounds. And they do a good enough job at heating the room quickly. But obviously this is a design statement really, isn't it, one of these? So it's supposed to have a jet focus control, so you can be sort of sat in front of it and having all the force of the hot or cooler air directed at you as an individual. But if you've got a room to heat up, you have the diffuse setting, which is supposed to give a wider, even heat. So probably at my desk, if I'm sat in one place, I'd like the jet focus. If I was coming in and just wanted to heat up my living room, for example, quickly before my central heating did the job, then I'd go on the diffuse mode. So I'm not sure about the guarantee. Is it 2 years with this one? I think it is 2 years. I think that's the minimum guarantee you get with a Dyson product. 2 years on their handhelds and 5 years on their mains powered vacuums. There will be a very small amount of assembly required with this. So this is the model AM09. So basically all I've got to do is click the base, click the unit to the base, I think. It does have a remote control. I'm not sure if that has the battery in it. I hope it does. I think it probably will take one of those small little tiny batteries. Anyway, sort of typical Dyson instructions. So in this part of the packaging we've got the base by the looks of it. And the remote. It does feel quite nice quality plastic. Well, the sort of recommended price of these is ludicrous, to be honest. I think they, you know, £400 for a fan heater. No, I mean it was still, I think I paid with discounts and things, I think I paid about 180, which for one of these is a good price, but obviously it is expensive. Come on folks, let's admit it. It's expensive for a fan heater. Obviously it's a hot and cool, but a lot of people I've seen in reviews don't rate it as a cooling fan, but I haven't bought it for that purpose. Here's the remote. It's very Apple-esque, especially being white. So you can control the diffuse or the jet focus. You have a timer for it to switch off. You can control the temperature as well. There is a little display as well on the actual fan. So let's get it out. I believe this uses about 2 kilowatts of electricity. Obviously there is a thermostat, so it's not going to be burning the electricity all the time. It will maintain the temperature, turning on and off automatically. But because there's no sort of exposed fan and no sort of grill, you shouldn't get that sort of burnt dust smell that you often get with fan heaters that haven't been used for a while. You know, you pack your fan heater away for the summer, get it out in the winter, and you turn it on and you've got this burning smell, haven't you? But oh, it looks like it's got fingerprints all over it. They need to wipe their hands at the factory in Malaysia. See to it, Mr. Dyson. Right, that's the unboxing. Quite small. Ew. Now actually holding it, it's not, well, it's well made enough, but I mean it's not £400 well made, if you know what I mean. It's a relatively short cable. I'll put all the specs underneath, but looking at it, it is over 1 metre in length, but not much, probably 1.5 metres, I'd say. Obviously it's got the old fitted plug. It's a round Dyson branded one. So we just need to pop the unit onto the base. The base has got some little black sort of non-slip feet. Instructions just show you locating it and then twisting it until it clicks. Ah, well, it hasn't clicked, but that is in place. So that's basically all the assembly that's required. So there we have it, and you can actually, this is where I broke it in Curry's. I was trying to do this tilt mechanism, and I don't know what I was pressing, but anyway, it fell off the base in the shop. So I made a quick getaway. I knew I hadn't broken it. So you can direct it upwards. So if I was sat in a chair, I can have it blowing up, or you can have it level if you want to heat the whole room. And if you've got very, very cold tootsies, you can have it directed slightly downwards. So you could be sat on the sofa watching your favourite shows and have this warming your feet. So it's a pretty simple device, isn't it? It will have a fan. It's got some sort of a turbine, but of course it's enclosed, and the hot or cool air obviously comes out of here. You can just wipe this with a damp cloth to keep it clean, dust free. Just check the old wattage. Yes, it's a 2000 watt heater and motor in there. Okay, well, I'll plug it in, I'll turn it on. There's not a lot I can do in this quick unboxing, but it's a bit chilly at the moment. I purposely haven't put my heating on, so we'll just see how noisy it is. Okay, well, it's plugged in. I haven't looked at the instructions yet, but I assume to turn it on, you just have to press the on button here. So it looks like the default setting is, here's the temperature at the bottom, and it's set at 21 degrees. And it's not too noisy, but obviously I don't think that is just background noise. If you've got the TV on or you're playing music, that's not going to bother you. I can feel some heat coming out. I'm not sure what setting I've got it on. I'm going to put it on jet focus. So it's mainly focused out of the front. So if I press the diffuse button, oh, sorry, no, I forgot. It oscillates. Now that is a good idea for heating a room quickly, I must say, having an oscillating fan heater. Obviously oscillating cooling fans are pretty common. So that is good for heating a room. Just giving that wider area. So I was pressing the wrong button. So that's to oscillate the unit. If I turn the oscillation off, then I press the, right, now it's on. As you can see from the display changing, it's on the diffuse mode, so it should be giving out heat out of from a wider area. So that's to heat up the room quickly. Now to control the temperature, I'm assuming we've got these buttons here with the red dots. So to increase the temperature, I must press the red dot. So there we go. Let's see how far it goes up. So as you press, the temperature's going up. So it looks like 37 is the maximum. There we go, I've got it on jet focus now. So it's not unbearably hot, but I couldn't keep my hand in front of that for too long before it starts to get, yeah, it's starting to get too warm now. So that's relatively quiet. It doesn't come across on camera, you can't really hear it, it's very difficult to judge, but don't know if that's it for noise level. Oh, hang on a minute. There's the other buttons. That must be for the speed of the fan. So let's take it down. Right, well it is. I thought it was quiet. I couldn't judge when I heard it in John Lewis. You can't judge the noise of these when you're in a department store or any shop. So it is on its quietest setting. So I'm going to up it now. So setting 2, not much different. Again, setting 3, not a huge amount of difference in the noise. Let's see how far it goes up. Right, now that's the maximum, setting 10. And yes, I'm having to raise my voice slightly, but if you have your TV on loud, you would notice that. Setting 10, if you want to heat your room quickly, I would suggest putting on the highest temperature, 37, selecting speed 10, and then also we'll select diffuse mode. It's gone slightly louder now, so that's the loudest it gets. And now I'm oscillating. So this is what I'd do if I came in, the house was cold, the room was cold, my central heating hadn't come on. Personally, I'd put it on the highest temperature, using the diffuse mode, oscillate, and the highest fan speed, and that's really going to start to heat up the room. I'm already a lot warmer now, but of course I'm right next to it. I do like the design. I don't know whether it's worth the money Dyson charge, but it is a nice looking fan heater compared to the standard sort of things you get. But of course it is a lot of money. But it's a nice little thing. Now I'll just try actually while I'm here. I don't really want to get cool, but let's turn it off. That isn't bad. That, I think even that's about, on maximum, it's about the sort of noise that my basic fan heater made, and that's pretty noisy, but you wouldn't need to have it on maximum. As I said, if I was sitting at my desk editing my videos, I'd probably only have it on 5 or less, and that would be enough just to keep me toasty warm. So yeah, so if you want the cool setting, you press the cool button, the blue button. Right, you press that when it's on, turn it on first, then press the button. And as you can see, the little ring around the on-off switch, which you can use, you don't have to use the remote, you can turn it on via the switch. So that ring's turned blue. So if we went on to heating, as you can see, it's turned red. So on cooling, the only thing you can control on cooling, well, you can control everything apart from the temperature, obviously. So you can still have it oscillating on the cool fan. We can still lower the speed of the fan. You can have diffuse, and you can have jet focus. So on jet focus, it's pointing directly at me. Let's turn it to full. So that is no way is that as powerful as my standard fan I have in the summer. But you know, we live in the UK, well, some of you do watching this. We don't get very many hot days in the UK. It's very rare that I need to get a fan out. So this is probably something that's more useful because it's something that can sit in the corner of the room. It looks nice. It's not like I'm having to go into the attic to get my big pedestal fan out for the couple of warm nights we have. It might just be enough just to blow near my direction when I'm in bed or so, but it's not going to really cool you down. It's just going to circulate the air. But all in all, first impressions, it's pretty good. I'll probably do a bit more in-depth look at this when I've been using it for a while and give my summary then when I've lived with it. But I thought we are having some very cold days and nights at the moment, so I thought let's get this Dyson fan unpacked. One thing with the remote, it does fit on the top of the unit. I believe it's magnetic. Oops, there we go. So that's the way up. It has to go that way up with the buttons facing down. And we've got a little bit of Dyson branding there. Look, can you just about see there? So I can have it that way if I want, with the Dyson name at the front. Probably go with the other way too. Or you can have it that way. Oh yeah, that way looks quite good. Quite cool. It is a nice looking appliance. But as I say, you do pay a lot for this. So that's the end of my unboxing and initial first look at this Dyson AM09 Hot and Cool fan heater. Check out the sales after Christmas. You might find these on offer again. I certainly wouldn't recommend it at the £399.99 that Dyson sometimes ask for it, but if you can get it for less than half that and you like the design of it, you know, and you like Dyson products, it might be something you want to consider. But of course there are much cheaper fan heaters out there selling for a fraction of the price of this. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, I'll try and answer them below, and stay tuned for my next video coming up very soon. Bye for now.